So great to chat with you both today about Descendants, the Royal Wedding. Booboo, what can you tell us about what fans can expect to see in this movie?
Yeah, well, our special takes place a bit after Descendants 3 left off. It's been a long time coming, this wedding, and they're, Mal and Ben finally being together. And so we're just preparing for the wedding. And then, of course, Hades can't help but, show up and do his thing. So do what Hades does best. And yeah, so we're just trying to manage everything, and meanwhile just trying to keep Mal okay and trying to make sure this wedding goes forward.
One thing that is really big in Disney films are the songs. Are there any original songs in this particular movie that you're big fans of?
Yeah, there's a great new song that we both really, really responded to. It's called "Feeling the Love," and as you know, Stephanie, the music in Descendants is such a huge part of why we love the movies. They're catchy. They stick in your ear. That means the same thing. Um, they're they're just great songs. Some of the best songwriters working. So this song does not disappoint. Everybody gets a little moment to shine, and I've just been, since we've been talking about it today, it's been going over and over in my head.
What were some of the things you liked particularly about working on this project? I feel like it must be a very different type of project to work on, animated versus live action.
Yeah, I didn't know how it would go actually, and I didn't know how great it would be. To be honest, I didn't know because it's such a specific visual world that they've all created, the Descendants movies. So when I read the script, I was really happy with the way that they did it and the way that they honored all these characters and the way that they honored Cam. And I thought it was really great. I kind of took my lead from you know the core group of people because it was really their decision to kind of keep moving forward with this direction. So I was texting with Dove, and she was like, "I think this is a great bow on the present." So um, I thought it was a great experience, and recording something like this in the middle of COVID by yourself in a booth without your boots and your wig or your beanie if you're Boo Boo, was a different kind of experience to try to recreate these characters only using your voice. So it was I had a great experience actually.
And I was actually going to just ask about how the film will be honoring Cameron, because I've spoken with several of the cast members since his tragic passing. Maybe you could touch a bit on how the film will honor his legacy.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons I think a lot of us were so reluctant to continue the series, was because of that incident. And uh, filming Descendants 3 was my favorite one. That I think for a lot of us it was our favorite one. We all just had grown so much together, and we're all just had a great time, honestly. um, and in our special we have a great piece that honors Cameron, and I feel like it is important. And I didn't see that at first, but it is important to give the fans just something. And because they are part of the Descendants family, and it's a very beautiful piece for him.
And does this feel kind of like the end of the Descendants? Is there any kind of world where you can see yourselves coming back into a live action film, or does this kind of wrap things up in that sort of way?
I mean, the world is so rich and there are so many wonderful characters. I could see a world in which different people get their own stories because I'd love to know more about, Uma. I'd love to know more about, there are certain things that you can imagine. I mean, maybe Boo Boo can speak more to like the core group, but the world is so rich and there are so many opportunities, I think. But this story, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I think that, just like Cheyenne was saying, there's so many beautiful, like, colorful characters to that are very interesting. But yeah, I really, this special that we've created, it really does like give a nice little like button on this story of that we have been telling.